is a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
I don't think we're going to be that mellow. But good morning and welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate and Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm your host, Harvey Freed. Alongside me, Alex Nafusi.
Hi, buddy. Good morning, man.
Hey, good morning to you, Alex. Going to start off
You
here
look
with
very nice today. You have a
thank
suit
you.
on.
You
Yeah.
are very dressy.
Dressed
very
up on
fancy.
respect to my clients that'll be coming in after the show. I appreciate that. We appreciate your calls, and we're going to have open lines all hour here, 248-539-9797. I heard you over there, and let me introduce you. That's Nicole Moscow with Remax Classic in Milford. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning. How are you?
All right, I'm great. You know, it's sort of like a mellower morning out here because look at
I
those
know
clouds.
we need to pump it up a little.
To deal with that. June 13, 2015. That's right, folks. It's still springtime officially, but summer is right around the corner. We did have a little taste of it over the last couple of weeks, but it's been rainy and cloudy, and I guess this is what we expect here in this
We'll
area.
get there after the winter, after that debacle.
Woo!
So
Yeah.
we're almost there, man.
winter.
Yeah, looking for the sun already. Hey, again, we are brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. And we have people in the office all day today, so make sure you give us a phone call. Again, that's 1-800-569-7283. Or just call us here in the studio. We love talking with you. Mortgage rates remain near 2015 highs last week. Things did bump up over the last 10 days. Of course, the Fed announcement next week is sort of on what's going to go. The rate's going to trickle up this week again.
This is nothing new. Every summer rates go up. You know why they go up in the summertime?
Because it's the hottest time in the market.
People buy houses in the summertime. I
Fair
don't
enough.
control rates. Capital Mortgage doesn't control rates. The Fed doesn't control rates. I mean, it is what it is. Mortgage-backed securities are what control
But
rates.
it's not like they went up like drastically, and people were
But people flip out.
freaking
And,
out.
I mean, an eighth or not even a
Right.
1/4%. It's like the end of the world.
Right. I mean, freaking out.
I just don't want to hear it, and I guarantee I'm going to get a text from my father in 2 seconds and telling he's going to say, I bought my first house on land contract at 9.5%.
I heard that at a closing
in
last
1980,
week, yes.
and I thought I was
Yes.
stealing. So that's when people
Absolutely.
want to call up and
How about on the good news yesterday? Rates slightly better than earlier in the week, so that's good. Maybe it's definitely time to lock in. I mean, definitely talk to your mortgage guy. Find out when your place is going to be closing. Again, whether it's an existing house or new construction. Again, you got a lot of people involved. Nicole, we got buyers, sellers, 2 real estate agents, title company, insurance companies. There's a lot of people
There's
involved.
a lot going on in transactions.
Definitely a lot of people
there's
involved.
a lot of people involved, and you have to go to people that you trust that you're going to deal with and that are going to take care of you. And I had a client this week that forwarded me an email from another company. You want to go to this call?
We'll go after it, right?
Just John, hang tight. I'll be here and call in a second. I'm telling a story. So he forwarded me an email from another company. It's with these 3 options. All it was a handwritten, was like a typed email. We can do this, 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 and this. And with all the government oversight now, you're going to get the same rate and cost within maybe an 1/8 to 1/4 point
Anywhere.
and
Right.
a few $100. You're picking someone that's going to take care of you and be
close
honest
it
to
on
you,
time.
close it on time, yeah, and just be nice to you. It's not that big of a deal.
Absolutely.
I couldn't talk this kid off the ledge dude. It wasn't even. It was a 5% down purchase. They said they were paying his PMI. They were going to cover all his closing costs, all his escrows. It was like it would have been like a $17,000. In
Never
lender
happening.
credits. Never happening. I forwarded the email to 2 of my buddies that work at separate companies, not Capital. And I said, I'm like, dude, what do you think of this quote? And I can't relay on the air exactly what was said back, but basically said, screw that company. That quote is crap.
Right, it's the bait
it didn't
and
say
switch.
screw and crap. But so I forwarded it back to this client, and I left my friend's information on there, the tags. I'm like, dude, if you don't want to deal with me, whatever. You don't like me. You don't like the way I smell, the way I look, whatever. I don't care. I don't have a problem with that. Call somebody else. Call one of these guys.
Yeah.
Call any other bank and just throw that quote out there. Nope.
and see what they have to say. Right?
He'll be back.
It's going to be a lot of trouble in about
Absolutely.
3 or 4 weeks from now,
Oh,
right,
I
I was
when
just
the
going to
whole
say,
story changes.
Exactly, at the closing table.
Yep. Oh, it'll be a mess.
And he'll
All
be
right.
short.
We're going to take all your calls here this morning, 248-539-9797. Let's go to John in Lake Orion. Hey, John, thanks for starting us off. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning.
Morning,
hey,
sir.
I'm looking at a property up in Lake Orion, and it's been foreclosed for about 1.5 years, and it's going on the market soon. But it's real close to my home, and I've inspected it via backyard window inspection. There's a lot of mold and damage to the home. How do you address that during the negotiation?
Well, first of all, is it going to be an open negotiation? Do you know anything? Have you spoken to the listing agent? Is there a sign up?
There will be a sign in about a week. So I have called, yes.
And they may, the bank may adjust the price prior to even putting it on the market for any of the damages that you can see through the window. And they may also have the home fixed before they put it on the market.
They do that occasionally as well, where they
Yeah, they do. They do like new paint, new carpet, take care of any mold
complete
issues.
mold remediation.
Yep.
If the listing agent has half a brain, they're going to take care of that for you.
Absolutely. Like it would
I
be
don't
done
think-
before they even put it on there.
It doesn't seem like they are, because I think they're going to list it soon, and I think they're going to list it as is.
Let me ask you something.
look.
And they may
yeah.
make the adjustments prior to listing it in the price for the damages.
Gotcha. They'll cover it there. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's a nice home. I mean, it's a very nice built home. So I mean, I'm concerned about just how I factor in the price of my remediation of that
Right.
work.
John,
There's gonna be a lot
is
of
it gonna
competition.
Is it going to be a primary residence? You going to live there?
It will be. Yep.
You might be able to do an FHA 203K and utilize some of the money from that to do the mold remediation. It's just a different
Okay.
product we have. It's like I don't want to call it a rehab loan or a fixer upper loan, but it does give you the opportunity to make some improvements to the house. So
Okay.
because
Can you, call me after the show and
yeah, I'll give you a call after the
teach
show
me about that.
Yeah, because that mold thing, man, you can't play around with that. I had a good friend who actually, and there was mold in the house, and I didn't know, and she ended up losing her hearing. It was black mold, so you got to be
Really?
real careful.
Yeah, you
with that.
have to be really
you gotta
careful
be really,
and deal
really
with
careful with that
professionals
stuff.
when having it cleaned up. Absolutely.
Yeah, I call the restoration company, and they're going to inspect it with me when we do
Right,
go
and
in
do the
there.
testing on it to make sure what
Yep.
kind of mold it is.
Yeah,
Okay, very
definitely,
good.
John. I'll call after the show, buddy.
Appreciate it.
See you, man.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Opens up a series of questions. 248-539-9797. Again, any buyers out there, we're going to be talking about this all morning long. Are you approved? Are you ready to go? Also, this house might need a lot of money to fix it up. What's the price range and what
Well,
loans
here's
are
the thing.
available?
Like 99% of the mold out there is not bad.
Absolutely.
But the 1% that is, people have
They'll kill
gotten really, really sick, man. And,
Really
I don't know if John has little kids or something. You can't play.
right, you have to have it tested by a trusted company.
Which is, it's good though. It's funny. John's talking. It's probably one of the biggest investments of his life. It's $200,000, whatever, $250, and he's doing the right thing. He's doing his background check and all that. And there's just, you have to. You have to do your due diligence in that. And then there's nothing that drives me crazier than someone's, they're waiving the inspection clause.
Yeah, not on this one.
Right,
Not
right.
on this one.
I wouldn't waive an inspection clause on any purchase.
So he gets the professionals in there. He gets the bid in there. He knows what his ceiling is. There could be multiple bids, and he has to make a decision of, is this something that's going to work for him? Now,
Right.
usually you have that 7-day inspection clause, maybe
Right.
7 to 10 days
Well, with
now.
bank loans,
because
it's usually 10.
Okay, give
Yep.
yourself at least 10 days even to get the mold reports back, because there is a lot of testing involved. And there's
Absolutely.
maybe a little bit more time involved. 248-539-9797. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. We're definitely going to be taking your calls here live in the studio at 248-539-9797. And we bring in Nicole Mosca always to talk about purchases. It's been a fun spring for us, Nicole. We've got a lot going on, a lot of purchases, a lot of negotiation
Yes,
going on.
a lot of negotiation.
And it really leads to a lot of questions with families is get your ducks in a row, get that knowledge behind you.
Right.
But we've had some things come up on new construction. I know we were sort of talking
Ooh,
about
talk
it
to
last
me.
night.
What do we got?
No, it's just,
Just like
about
base prices, a la carte, like how most builders are a la carte. There's not an air conditioner. There's not a deck. Your upgrades at granite and hardwood are essentially extra within the purchase price.
So
But
it's
a
like
lot
buying
of people,
the car on the commercial. It's not really the car that they're advertising for $270.
Correct.
It's like the top of the line that they're
Absolutely.
showing on the TV.
Yes,
and then
absolutely.
And the print that's so small, even if you
it's not even in
pause
the
it, you
print,
can't get
though.
it. Okay.
And then when you go in and you look at
I've never built
the
a house.
spec home, and then they want to put an offer in, and all that stuff adds up. And a lot
I've been
of
doing a
people,
bathroom right now for 2 months. I've been doing my bathroom for 2 months.
Yeah, only 2 months, right?
Only 2
I'm
months.
really handy.
But a lot of people, what they want to do is go in and negotiate on the new builds. And it's a really hard thing to do with most builders, because what they do is that's their base price, and then they add to it as the upgrades go along with it. And they're not going to drop the price drastically, because then the houses that they're building in the sub after that aren't going to be, they're going to be less of
They're not gonna
value.
appraise
up. Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's
So,
gonna- yeah.
they're building the sub. If you're getting the very last house in the sub, you probably have wiggle room there. But when they're in the middle of the sub building, there's just that room's just not there.
Yeah,
Typically.
and that's a great point too, is because if they
great-
sell it for a little
great
bit lower
segment, Nicole.
here,
Thank you.
right? They
I've
sell
been
that
dealing
house.
with it for 2 weeks.
If they do sell the one for 300, right? It's
Right.
harder to get the other ones in the subdivision
Absolutely.
that are already
Because
under
what's going to
construction.
happen is, at a beginning of a sub, they start at 270, and then they go up to 310 and 320 and 330, and that's
Yeah.
how they build them. They go up, up, and up. They don't typically go down.
Old
And then-
supply and demand.
People, yeah,
Right,
as I was going to say,
absolutely.
it's simple economics. And you got to remember, too, man, like with the quality of the houses that are on the market right now, If you're looking to build a house, if I'm a builder and someone's trying to nickel and dime me, I'm just saying, buy another house.
Absolutely.
Don't
I had a
buy it.
builder tell me
We
that.
had that.
I had it.
All right, things are heating up. 248-539-9797. We'll be right back.
Did you know there's more than one Las Vegas? There's the Strip with families on vacation and questionable odds. Then there's downtown Vegas, the original gambling and entertainment mecca. That's where you'll find the D Las Vegas. Book your stay at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
There are a lot of good reasons to sign up for eBill paperless billing with DTE Energy, but right now, signing up could be even more rewarding. Here to tell us about it is Lisa from DTE.
Right now, not only does eBill make accessing and managing your bill easier, it can help you and your friends have a great time this summer.
Oh, really? How?
When you enroll in eBill from now until June 28th, you'll be entered in Rock and Roll, a contest to win a VIP package at DTE Energy Music Theater.
Oh, I get it. Rock and Roll. ENROLL.
Exactly. The winner gets 4 pavilion seats for a concert of his or her choice and VIP passes for parking and hospitality.
Wow, I never knew enrolling in eBill could be so much fun.
Oh, it is. And with eBill, you'll get alerts and access to your bill online anytime. And you can even save or print it for your records.
So enroll in DTE eBill today to be automatically entered to win. Get contest details at dteenergy.com/eBill. Official rules apply. DTE Energy. Know your own power.
Hey there! Now that the weather invites you outside, it's time to explore. Not sure where to start? Not to worry. There's an app for that. Check out the official Ohio Travel Guide app for your smartphone or tablet. Discover a variety of events organized by region, your favorite activity, or season. With so much to do, what are you waiting for? Visit the App Store today and download the official Ohio Travel Guide app from Tourism Ohio. Or sign up to get your free Ohio Travel Guide at discoverohio.com. And get out there.
Sarah wants to visit Africa and feed a giraffe. Kevin wants to set sail with pirates. Jean wants to hit the waves. And Maria, she just wants to shop till she drops. So I booked us all a trip to Columbus. Columbus has an awesome food and fashion scene and Zambezi Bay Water Park. Plus, the Columbus Zoo's got a new Pirate Island boat ride and baby tigers. Perfect for Tigers fans like us. Plan your trip now. Go to experiencecolumbus.com/zoo.
General RV has factory cash. General RV has RV manufacturers factory cash for new motorhomes, trailers, and fifth wheels, up to $10,000. So what are you waiting for? This Wednesday to Sunday, General RV is giving you the opportunity to get the RV you've always dreamed of. It's never been easier to get a great deal on a motorhome, trailer, or fifth wheel. Use your factory cash for your vacation. Use your factory cash to get a trailer that you can tow with almost any vehicle for only $109 a month. Or use your factory cash for a well-equipped motorhome with room for the whole family for only $299 a month. General RV, the nation's largest family-owned RV dealer, is working with the best RV manufacturers to get you up to $10,000 RV factory cash. Payments with 20% down and approved financing plus taxes and fees at 4.9 APR. See General RV for details. Save thousands this week at General RV in Wixom, White Lake, Brownstown, and Mount Clemens.
It's Macy's Super Saturday Sale with all-day special Saturday. Take 50% off summer dresses for her and juniors. Take 70% off men's Alfani suit separates. Get an extra 50% off clearance handbags and wallets when you buy 3 or more. Polos and sports shirts, $19.99. And take an extra 20% off Martha Stewart bed and bath. Macy's is a proud Plenty partner. Lots of points, lots of places, one rewards program. Savings off regular sale and clearance prices, exclusions apply.
Can't get an open phone line? Use the Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge ticket text at 97136. It's always open. Don't overpay. Get into Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge today.
If you ever miss Valenti and Foster on 97.1 The Ticket, you can always hear their highlights at play.it, your new podcast network for best-in-class on-demand shows.
welcome back. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Definitely taking your calls here in the studio at 248-539-9797. We're open all day long at Capital Mortgage, all weekend long at 1-800-LOW-RATE. That's 1-800-569-7283. Got a call up on the screen. We'll go to Gary on a cell phone. Good morning, Gary. You're live on the ticket.
Hey, good morning.
What's up, man?
It's early here in California.
I was going to say, wow, what time is it there?
You're an old Tiger fan or something that you have 97.1 plugged in. What's going on?
Oh, yeah. I'm originally from Detroit, living out here now.
Oh, cool, man. I'm jealous.
But yeah, I just got into the real estate business about 6 months ago, and I have one offer I'm about to submit. It's my first residential income property. I was wondering, can my client come in with a normal conventional 10% down, or do they have to come in with 25?
No, is the client going to live in one half of it?
Yeah, she's going to claim owner occupancy in one.
Perfect.
Yeah, so it's fine. You can do a 5% down purchase on that. It's a primary residence. It doesn't matter. I mean, do you have to treat it like a duplex? From our standpoint, from a mortgage standpoint. But if it's a regular old deal, it's not 25% down. I'm 100% positive.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And is that any different? Because we did put one offer on a triplex, and she had to do 25% down.
No,
I'm not. I don't know the answer to
It should
the
be 1 to 4
triplex
units
one.
the same. 1 to 4.
I think, yeah. I think Harvey is right, Gary. I can check and get back to you, but I know I'm 100% positive on the duplex. If she's staying on one side, it is not 25% down.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, yeah, definitely, man. And I'm licensed in California, so if you want me to help you out with that, I can.
All right.
All right, man.
Really
Have a good weekend, buddy.
appreciate
All right, thanks for the call, Gary. Again, maybe we can get in touch with their client and show them the right way. Definitely, they should have their ducks in a row on that, know exactly how much they're putting down. Again, homes in San Diego, I'm guessing a duplex or a triplex, they are not going cheap. I mean, definitely.
No, definitely, yeah. Definitely.
A lot of money involved there when you're buying a duplex out in California. Again, 248-539-9797. I love purchases. Busy. All facets of the industry are extremely busy now. The appraisers are busy. They're telling us, give me an extra day, I'll get it back.
Extra 7 days.
Extra 7 sometimes. 2 weeks on appraisals.
Right, absolutely.
Title companies are slammed. It's taking them a little bit longer. Hey, it's taking the whole industry a little bit longer. We'll take credit for it. We're the mortgage people. We're at the top, and we're conducting all these little things about your transaction, and it all comes
the working
together.
wheels.
All of it spins together.
Absolutely.
Good analogies.
I mean, for these realtors and people buying houses, do 45 days on the purchase agreements.
Yeah, give yourself a little cushion.
Give me a little bit of a cushion. I mean, I can slam them through. I mean, I think I did one. We did one, I think, like 25 days, 24 days of the day, because it was an out-of-state buyer and they were going to be here, X week and all that, which is fine. I don't have a problem doing that for you. But I mean, I'm, with the exception of being on the air, I'm pretty laid back. I'm the most laid back mortgage guy. I don't want to be. Oh, really?
I'm not sure about all this.
Hello, pot. This is kettle.
That's me.
Yeah. I mean, it's like let's just make it, smooth, easy, like just laid back, man. It's all
right. And there's always, there can always be like an issue that arises that can set it back. So that way you're not out of contract and everybody's scrambling for extensions and everybody's stressed out.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
248-539-9797. You can see we're diving into this purchase conversation. Come and join us if you're out there buying a house. We've got lots of information to share with you. We're going to talk a lot about it. And let's go to Brandon out there in Rochester. Good morning, Brandon. You're live on the ticket.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good. What's up, man?
Question. I'm in the market for buying a second vacation home, and I was curious if there's any way to avoid paying PMI with putting less than 20% down.
Yes. It's not cheap, but you can do it. You can build it into the interest rate and do what's called lender-paid mortgage insurance.
Okay.
What's the purchase price you're looking at?
The house price is only around $70,000.
I mean, you're not talking a huge hit there. I mean, there's really not. It's not that big of a deal. I think with the investment vacation home, you need 10% down is the minimum. So you do 10% down, lender-paid mortgage insurance. I mean,
that's pretty inexpensive.
It's a pretty easy, cheap loan, man.
And Brandon, quite honestly, if you can go 10% down on a second home, you might be better off with the PMI, just old school PMI, because before you know it, especially if you're buying the place right, that PMI does drop off eventually when you get to the 78% loan to value. So you're, again, you're only 12% away. Maybe take that lower interest rate if it's going to be a second home. If you think you're going to hold on to the property,
full 30-year term, yeah. I'll run the numbers both ways for you, and we'll make a decision together.
Okay, great. Thank you, guys.
Cool. That's a good call. 248-539-9797. Guys, I love it. We're starting to talk about the purchase industry and what's going on out there. There's a lot to know. And we constantly are telling folks here on the radio or when they call the office, you got to get educated on this. This isn't like it was 10 years ago. Not only is it all the documentation that's needed, there's a process. as soon as they get the offer accepted, then you got the inspection, and then they want to start shopping for homeowners insurance. All of these things come together to make a smooth transaction. And again, I think that knowledge will give people more confidence and probably cool their jets a little bit. I'm noticing a little bit of tension out there.
Because it's stressful for people when they don't know what's going on. And sometimes I notice that I will give them the whole process, and then they'll just look at me, and I think, well, I need to do it in layman's terms, kind of like break it down step by step by step, because of course we understand because we're doing it. So they're, people out there buying, just they need to be educated in terms that they understand.
We have pretty unique jobs, especially the mortgage people. It's like they say that buying a house, even real estate agents, buying a house for families is one of the most stressful things out there. Again,
families?
4 families?
Oh, 4. Okay, got it. Buying the house for. I thought you were just talking about your family.
He's out buying houses for families.
I'm like, what do you mean?
Definitely a little scary thing. I mean, so the confidence gives you that knowledge gives you the confidence, and then really takes and sort of sets you at ease. And it's just scary because there is a lot going on. But again, families need to know what's going on, and it all comes together within this 30 or 45 days. So a whole bunch of reminders out there. And again, we keep running into these little things, the do's and don'ts. Don't charge up. If you're purchasing a house, don't start opening up new charge accounts. It's going to affect your credit score, definitely. If you're out there shopping for a car and they run 3 or 4 different dealerships, these kind of things are going to come back to bite you a little bit. And again, the higher your credit score, the better the interest rate typically. There are these ranges, so you want to see what range you fall within. Also, if you're planning on doing something and you do have some banged up credit, give us a call right away because we can straighten out things for you by using our software program that will help improve your credit score. Alex, those things consistently work with families. And again, it takes a buyer who doesn't maybe have the minimum credit score requirement and gets them where they could become homeowners.
Well, I mean, it's all about who you're going to work with and who's going to take care of you. Ironically, my buddy Al just texted me from Emergency Restoration. They do like mold stuff and like floods and all that. And he's like, tell the guy to call me. He's like, we'll take care of him. And I trust Al, and it's like, and the same thing. People that I use in my life. Like if there's God forbid something happens to my house, I'm calling that. I'm not shopping it around. I mean, what's the same thing? My buddy Perry owns that Allstate tree company. I had this huge chestnut tree that got struck by lightning. I called Perry. He took care of it. I'm not going through the phone book.
You didn't have to worry. You didn't go through the phone book looking for $100 savings.
Or Googling tree trimmers.
Well, that's going to count as a plug for his company. I'll be calling him after because we got a big tree that needs to come down.
I'm just saying, like
that's a free plug.
Absolutely.
You guys talk about it being stressful. It's because people bring the stress on themselves. Right. They go through. They find some crazy company out of Des Moines, and you don't know the person. You have no idea what's going on. As opposed to just taking the referral that your buddy gave you.
Entrusting it.
Yeah, I called Alex Nafousi. He hooked me up. He took care of me. He was honest. He was nice. Showed my closing. Brought us wine. But whatever. You go around and you make some stupid ass spreadsheet with every single lender in the world on there. And
every single one of their rates and their closing costs.
It's never going to happen.
Yep, I agree.
I'm telling you right now.
We see that all the time.
I don't these aren't capital mortgage funding rules. Harry Glanz didn't make these rules. I didn't make the rules. Harvard didn't make the rules. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau put all these oversights in over whatever guidelines. You're going to get this, unless somebody's going to really jam you up here, like that other one, like the guy that called from California. Whatever lender that is sitting 25% down, they're wrong.
But they should have known that prior to even getting ready to put an offer on a house and looking at.
I understand, but the point that I'm making is they called his client.
He spoke to somebody.
His client called somebody and said, you need 25% down. And the caveat is that when you buy a duplex as a rental property and you're not going to live on one side, you do need 25% down. But whomever that person spoke to, gave them bad information. They're just wrong.
Right off the
bat. And that's the other thing. You have to make sure you're with a lender that knows the programs, because even with like site condos,
absolutely.
If you go to the wrong place or it doesn't fit into their portfolio of lending,
there's always trouble.
You're not getting the loan, and you may be 30 days in.
When we leave the show, obviously, our phones are ringing all the time with these stories and these scenarios, and we're like, well, how did you get yourself in this mess? And that's why we come out with it.
Absolutely.
248-539-9797. Definitely borrowers who have steady income, good credit, get some money in the bank. You don't need that much. You can save some money. 3% down for first-time home buyers on conventional loans, 3.5% down on FHA, 0 down VA loans for our veterans, USDA loans, 0 down. I mean, all sorts of great opportunities. The Federal Housing Administration reduced their MIP last year, making it even more affordable to even go FHA, which allows for 6% seller's concessions. Folks, we're the mortgage purchase experts. Give us a phone call. We'll be right back. 248-539-9797.
97.1 The Ticket. Getting to the top is always a challenge. Yet what so many people have learned is that when you drive the award-winning Jeep Grand Cherokee or the versatile Jeep Cherokee, the top is just the beginning. Like Grand Cherokee, the most luxurious SUV in its class and a 730-mile highway driving range. And the award-winning Cherokee with 3 available 4x4 systems and precision-crafted interior. Where you go from the top is entirely up to you. One drive and you'll discover why Jeep brand continues to be the best-selling SUV brand. Join us now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event. Well-qualified employee lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2015 Jeep Cherokee Latitude 4-wheel drive for $254 a month for 36 months with $254 due at signing. Tax, title, and license extra. Ward segmentation, Summit model based on total SUV sales over the past 12 months in the 2014 Ward's Light Vehicle segment. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for lease details. Requires dealer contribution to lease through Chrysler Capital. 25-cent charge for each mile over 30,000. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 6:30. Jeep is a registered trademark of FCA US LLC.
Lose up to 20 to 45 pounds in 40 days with the Nutrimost Ultimate Weight Loss System. Say goodbye to fad diets and exhausting workouts. The Nutrimost system permanently resets your body's metabolism to its optimal fat-burning state, so you'll lose weight and keep it off for good. No hunger, no nighttime cravings, and no bland prepackaged food. Results may vary, but Nutrimost patients have an average weight loss of 40 pounds in just 40 days. Call 800-IDEAL-U now to schedule your full body evaluation. Call 800-IDEAL-U right now.
Michigan Lottery Daily 4 players, Straight Back Bonus is back.
Oh, yes, it's back. Hey, it's back. Oh, yes, it's back. It's really back. So take a clap to win some dough from front to back.
Or back to front.
Whoa, wait a minute. What's the Straight Back Bonus?
Just match your straight bet in reverse and you win $1,000.
Whoa!
And you can still win $5,000 if your numbers match in exact order.
Now you're singing my song. Oh, yes, it's back. Oh, yes, it's back. It's really back. It's really back.
Double your chance to win all this month with the Daily 4 Straight Back Bonus from the Michigan Lottery.
Oh, yes, it's back.
Welcome to Imagination Minute from the Michigan Lottery's Cash for Life instant games. Now close your eyes, unless you're driving. Now imagine winning up to $5,000 a week for the rest of your life. That could mean exotic cruises or a dream home. No bigger. Yes. Now, if you imagined all that with just a few sound effects, what could you do with the real thing?
Cash for Life instant games from the Michigan Lottery. You could win up to $5,000 a week for life, plus millions in other cash prizes. Just imagine.
Acme Home Insurance.
Yes, I'd like to make a claim.
What are you wanting to claim, sir?
My air conditioner needs replacing.
Sorry, but your home insurance doesn't cover air conditioners.
So what do you cover?
Home damage from things like earthquakes, volcanoes, a zombie apocalypse.
A zombie apocalypse? But that'll never happen.
But if it did, you'd be covered, sir.
But not my air conditioner?
I'm afraid not.
But his air conditioner could have been covered with a home warranty from American Home Shield, plus 20 other major home systems and appliances, like his electrical system, plumbing, oven, refrigerator, washer, water heater, and more. For valuable free information, call 1-800-940-5543. Service requests are subject to a fee for each trade call. Some exclusions and limitations apply. Home insurance can cover what might happen.
Zombies are coming!
But a home warranty helps cover what will happen.
Now the dryer won't work.
Life happens. Have a plan. Get a home warranty from American Home Shield. For valuable free information, call 1-800-940-5543. 1-800-940-5543.
Attention aspiring engineers. Visteon, a leader in vehicle cockpit electronics, is looking to hire qualified software, electrical, and mechanical engineers. Attend a career fair at Grace Lake Lodge at Visteon's corporate offices and innovation center in Van Buren Township from 3 to 8 p.m. on June 17th. Visit the Careers in North America section on Visteon.com to view job openings, register for the fair, and learn more about this dynamic technology company. Join us and shift your engineering career into high gear.
I'm Jeff Lesson. It's the only show that tells you what's really going on with Tiger Woods and everyone else. And the best deals in golf at the best courses only at LessonOnGolf.com. Lesson on Golf, Saturday, 7 a.m., 97.1 The Ticket.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by the Mark Z Home Selling Team. Tigers get a shutout, a 7-hitter from David Price. They beat the Indians 4-0. Back-to-back complete games. Struck out 8, didn't walk anyone, throwing 93 pitches. Miguel Cabrera hit a 3-run shot, his 13th, 453 to dead center field. Justin Verlander today making his first start of the year, 340 right here, a 97-1 the ticket. Tigers send both pitchers, Shane Green and Angel Nesbitt, to Toledo after the game. Both were struggling. Stanley Cup Finals tonight, Blackhawks and Lightning in Tampa. That series tied at 2. NBA Finals tomorrow, also tied at 2. Cleveland at Golden State. From the 1-800-CALL SAM studios, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 971theticket.com.
The baseball team that Detroiters love most. The Detroit Tigers live here. 97.1
Welcome back to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call, Capital, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Hey, shoot us those emails also, mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. We always like to hear from you. Always live in the studio at 248-539-9797. I'm Harvey Freed, Alex Nafusi with Capital Mortgage, and we brought Nicole Moscow in, professional real estate agent, RE/MAX Classic in downtown Milford, and we are busy like cats and dogs. That's been a lot of fun working over the last couple months, a lot of negotiation going on, a lot of cool stuff going on. You've been negotiating a little bit with these builders and learning that it's definitely about supply and demand because
absolutely. The subs that I've been dealing with, they are in hot demand. And I had a builder tell me my offer wasn't worth the paper it was written on.
Right.
So I was like, well,
wait.
It wasn't.
You can always try.
No, but I have to try for my clients.
There you go.
So, at the end of the day, we made the deal work.
There you go. You made it a win-win.
But the initial offer wasn't worth the papers written on, right?
Correct.
All they got to do is cross off that number and put the new number in, and then negotiate it. So a little bit of negotiation.
You can't have your feelings hurt by an offer.
Exactly.
If you're only going to take what your asking price is, then you counter at your asking price.
There you go.
That's it.
Put a deal together. Make everyone happy. Hey, we got a call out there from Rochester. Good morning, Sue. Thanks for calling in the show. Go ahead.
Hi, I have a quick question for you. My daughter and son-in-law put their house up for sale about 3 weeks ago in Ferndale at the 229. So their realtor supposedly is the guru of Ferndale, and they've had a lot of people go through, but they haven't had one offer yet. So they reduced the price this week by $10,000. And still have had no offers, but more traffic came through. Now the realtor is saying, they should probably replace their countertops in their kitchen to just update it, even though the house is in excellent condition. So we're just wondering, how long do we wait before we do something more drastic? When do you panic?
Well, I think the home's listed properly as in price-wise, or you won't have so many showings.
Okay.
I feel like when the guru went through the house the first time, they probably should have gave you a list of how to stage it, what you needed to do to make it more marketable.
Well, they did say things like take down, personal pictures and things like that, which the kids did. Make sure that the counters are clutter-free, which they did. Every suggestion that they made, they did.
But they didn't at that time tell you need new counters or paint or anything like
in fact,
that.
the countertops are Formica. They're in great shape, but it's just,
But there's a lot of houses that are selling
granite
with
or whatever.
Formica countertops. Are they in good? They're in good shape, you said?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I think you just got to. I think you got to wait in there, hang in there.
About 1,500 square feet, and they've even offered. When the countertop issue came up, they offered a $1,500 incentive that the new buyer could use toward new countertops.
Well,
and I feel like that's kind of fair.
You can't really. Just for the record, you can't really do that.
They could do $1,500 off the price.
You can do seller's concessions or something.
Concessions,
You
lower
can't
the
give them
price.
cash back to fix up to do a countertop.
Well, okay. Let me respond this way, Sue, and tell you this. There's about 100 gurus and real estate agents that claim to be gurus in any individual city. There's no doubt about that. But let's just say there's someone who has a lot of knowledge. The first thing I think this real estate agent's already done is probably call those or the selling agents that have brought those people by the house to get some feedback. And then I would just hang in there again. If there's no offers after 30 days, you got to find out what's going on in the marketplace. Again, Nicole and I know Dan Dubinsky, the people we have here on the show, they're constantly finding out what other homes have sold and for how much money. And that way they can market the house properly. At the end of the day, you got to get some offers. I don't know, starting to throw more and more money at the project. I don't know if that's the best idea.
A great idea at all.
Especially because the house is up from the market. Right. They're going to sell it. They can't start with a construction project in the middle trying to sell the house.
Okay, that's what we were saying. We said, well, we'll just, we can't do that,
right.
but we can do this. Would be willing to be reasonable.
Yeah.
'Cause sometimes, they do the things with the closing costs and people putting money in. And we were just trying to think of creative ways we could help this.
But I mean, even with like the updates not being done right now, I feel like people would still put offers in if, there's got to be something else
I get a
going
second
on.
opinion, Sue.
Yeah,
I
agree.
call another agent and just have them
all right.
Just have them walk, just have them come to
Right,
the house.
just do a walkthrough.
Just say, hey,
an agent
listen,
preview.
it's on the market right now. We've got a bunch of showings, no offers. I just want a second opinion, and they're not going to charge you to do that. They'll do it for free.
Right. And if things don't
that's
work
a great
out,
idea. Thank you very much.
You got it. Thanks, Sue. Thanks for calling.
All right. Thanks for the call. 248-539-9797. We always got a lot to talk about after someone calls. And again, you don't want to throw someone under the bus. The real estate agent in this case necessarily hasn't done anything wrong, but it'd be nice to start getting some offers. And again, usually at that point,
I wonder if the house backs to a main road.
Yeah,
I forgot to ask that.
There's not a lot.
Because that is a huge thing right now, and a lot of the houses listed back to a main road.
How about a commercial? What if they have commercial buildings behind them? They could be in Ferndale and have some commercial
I'm wondering
buildings
if there's
there.
more going on there than what. I guess I should have asked those questions.
But you'll soon find out.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you pull up to the house and you're like, here we
That's
go.
why.
Now
right,
I know why.
Before you even walk in. Absolutely.
Right. 248-539-9797. We have open lines for you. Definitely want to hear from you, so give us a phone call. FHA is continuing to improve their whole fund, Alex, and that's why they dropped that down. They've got enough business going on with the refinance business in 2015 where the Federal Housing Administration has significantly reduced their MIP. So again, there's a lot of great opportunities on there. If you're trying to purchase a house, FHA did reduce that earlier this year, making the MIP very affordable. And a lot of families out there need to get gift money from family members. They just have to qualify for FHA because they might be coming out of a foreclosure or a short sale or something just in the last couple of years. And this might be the only program they qualify for. Find out how you qualify. If you had some problems in the past, all of their buyers are coming back. We're getting all you folks back here. And again, after a bankruptcy, Chapter 7, if you included the house, a 4-year wait from the discharge and you can get back in the ballgame. A lot of families are coming to me and they don't know the information. They're being told other things. Be sure to call the experts at Capital Mortgage, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker.
I was talking to Nicole over the break, and we just dealing with people that are going to take care of you, that you trust. And the same genius that I was talking about when we started the show that took this ridiculous offer that was never going to happen, and me and myself and two of my buddies that are in the lending industry all told him
It'll never happen.
It ain't going to happen. His realtor, he bailed on Skyward. And he went to somebody else.
Okay.
His realtor put in the purchase agreement, will make up any difference between appraised value and purchase price.
Period. This is setting the sky for a disaster.
So what that means is that if this guy's buying the house for $200,000
and it only appraises
and it
for
comes
$160,000.
in for what if it
comes in for $100,000? What if it came in at $80,000?
Yeah. What if it comes in at $80,000?
Like who?
You're on the hook for $120,000, dude.
Crazy.
Well, it's not going to come
with
in
no closing costs, though.
But yeah, I hope that was worth it. Yeah. But it's not going to come in that low. But let's just say it comes in $25,000 light.
Right.
You're on the hook for that, and he's got a $10,000 deposit down.
Oh.
So he ain't getting his money back if it doesn't appraise out. He's got to make the difference up, or he's losing that $10,000.
Wow.
He's got to get better advice than this. He's just running around.
That's a very, very risky purchase agreement.
Hey, man, what do you mean to tell you? I'm not involved in the deal anymore.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, good luck to that one. Hey, Nina out there in Clarkston, thanks for calling our show. Welcome. Go ahead.
Hey, how are you?
Good, Nina. What's up?
Well, my question is, we have a home in Clarkston. It's been beautifully maintained, but it's been remodeled to a 2-bedroom. So there's about 1,500 square feet upstairs, 2-bedroom, and then a full finished basement. The other downfall is that it's a 1980 build with original mechanicals as far as the heat and cooling system.
Right.
They've been impeccably maintained, but I have differing opinions from agents that have come out and done comp analysis as to whether we need to replace them prior to listing, if it will hurt us when people walk through and they won't even give us an offer. What's your opinion on that?
I personally would not replace them prior to listing. I would wait and see if any of the buyers ask for you to replace them during inspection. But if you've maintained them, furnaces and hot water heaters and air conditioning, things like that, they're made to have a long life. So, they're not usually replaced before they go.
Yeah, not until they break or on the fritz.
Yeah, the one agent that said that the Continental hers came in like $10,000 lower than everybody else's, but she said that the appraiser will come in and take like $7,000 to $9,000 right off the top of
That's not true. That's not true. That's not necessarily true at all. Look, a brand new house, obviously, with brand new appliances and furnaces and hot water heaters, is going to get a little bit better value. There's no doubt about that. But if everything's in working order, typically an appraiser is not going to give you any deductions on that unless they're very, very old and in trouble and not in working condition.
No, it's got all the stickers for maintenance.
All right.
The 2-year-old furnace as clean as this.
Again, like you said, once the offers come in, you can start negotiating that. And seller's concessions are a great way. If somebody needs to replace the air conditioner, furnace, give them a seller's concession. Give them some money so that after closing, they can get that done. It's a great question. Thanks for the call.
Thanks, Nina.
Hey, we got a lot more to get to. 248-539-9797. All your calls.
Welcome to Unlock the Vault Town, your big chance for a $500,000 town. Greektown Casino Hotel. All GT Rewards members have the chance to unlock the $500,000 vault every Friday in June. No earning necessary. And all participants can join us for the $50,000 guaranteed cash grand prize drawings on June 28th. Greektown Casino Hotel, in the middle of everywhere town. Must be at least 21 to gamble. Visit GT Rewards for details.
Dear fellow citizen, questions about money are important. Can I buy a house someday? How much should I be saving for college? Retirement? What's APR mean? All good questions, but they can leave us feeling vulnerable and intimidated. It doesn't have to feel that way. These are questions of curiosity, ambition, courage, and we welcome all those things here at Citizens Bank. So when you have a question, ask us. We get you.
Because we are you.
We are moms and dads.
And working people like you who face the same financial challenges. We've lived through many of them ourselves, and we've learned a thing or two.
Here at Citizens, we want to help you bank better.
So if you have a question about money, ask a fellow citizen. Charter One is now Citizens Bank. Same people, still here to help you bank better. Sincerely, Alex Payne,
Anna Morrison,
Jared Demmer,
Samantha
Robert
Park,
Kennedy.
Elizabeth Trackler.
Member FDIC. Citizens Bank is a brand name of Citizens Bank NA and Citizens Bank of Pennsylvania.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head dealing with monthly payments, there's a powerful secret that credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $5,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're NetDebt, and we're offering you free information on how to virtually eliminate your credit card debt and make your monthly payment affordable. To see how much you could save, call now 1-800-616-6995. Don't declare bankruptcy. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. We depend on your success and offer a guarantee, so there's no risk. NetDebt. Live better debt-free. Find out how easy it is by calling now. For the secret the credit card companies don't want you to know, call NetDebt now and see how much money you could save for free. Call 1-800-616-6995. That's 1-800-616-6995.
Ready to take your education to the next level? Arizona State University now offers over 90 top-tier degree programs 100% online. With ASU's highly ranked online programs, you'll earn the same degree as our on-campus students with the ability to learn wherever you want, whenever you want. Same world-renowned faculty, same leading education, same global recognition from one of the top universities in the world. Call 1-800-578-4947. That's 1-800-578-4947. Internationally recognized Arizona State University offers over 90 highly ranked online degree programs. From the very beginning, you're set up to succeed with top courses, success coaching, and academic advisors. Our students are ready to thrive throughout their lives, surrounded by a vast network of corporate partners and fellow alumni. Arizona State University. It's the education of a lifetime for a lifetime. Delivered to you. Call 1-800-578-4947. That's 1-800-578-4947. 1-800-578-4947.
So you're sporting a brand new pre-owned GM vehicle. You notice the OnStar button and wonder, what if I push it? Do it. You'll get 3 months on us, a free trial of OnStar services, including automatic help in a crash and monthly diagnostic checks. The offer's good on 06 or newer OnStar inactive GM models. Just push the blue button and ask for 3 months free. It's also obligation free. Visit OnStar.com for coverage map, offer details, and system limitations.
Go with the name you know.
Randazzo is now hiring additional well-seasoned service technicians. We're paying the most competitive wages in the heating and cooling industry, period. Our benefits package includes medical, dental, life, optical insurance, 401k, and paid vacation. Apply at callrandazzo.com today. What's in your paycheck?
877 Randazzo.
We don't need replays. We get it right the first time. Just ask us.
97.1 The Ticket.
Alrighty, welcome back. 946. You'll listen to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show. Brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call, Capital, all week long. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Also got some open lines, 248-539-9797. I'm Harvey Fried, Alex Nafusi with Capital Mortgage, Nicole Moscow with RE/MAX Classic. Definitely want to hear from you. And let's go out to, hey, let me try Andrew out there in Royal Oak. What's going on, Andrew? How you doing?
Doing well, thanks. How are you?
Good. What's up, man?
Yeah, my wife and I just got married a couple weeks ago. We both have pretty steady jobs, and I hear different things from different people, but I just want to know from the group, what are the actual offers out there for first-time home buyers in terms of mortgage rates or down payments, things of that nature? I just hear different things from different people. I just want to get a good idea of what's out there.
And you can do as little as 3% down on any mortgage program.
Yeah, if you have good enough credit, first-time home buyer, 3% down, conventional. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac offers those programs.
Okay.
I'm just curious, as a buyer, Andrew, you're talking to a lot of people. What were some of the things that you heard that kind of threw you off that made you call in?
Yeah, well, I just heard that, I've heard different things of, you don't, for first-time home buyers, sometimes you don't have to put any money down. FHAs is a good option as well. And I wanted to, hear from someone, that I guess knows what they're talking about. I've only talked strictly with friends, people who are, in the mortgage industry, but we're not. Typically, we're not necessarily looking right now, but definitely will be in the very near future. So
yeah, Andrew. I mean, there's some zero down options. I mean, if you're a veteran, you can go VA. That's zero down. Rural development you can do, but obviously, if you're looking in Royal Oak, it's not going to apply there. I think. Your best.
Yeah,
bet.
actually, we were actually going to be looking near the Oxford, Lake Orion area. So I had heard that option as well.
You go a little bit more north in there, and you can actually go rural development. You can go zero down on a rural development loan if you go a little bit north of Oxford.
Okay.
Okay. Andrew, it's a great call. I'll call after the show, get some information, and we'll keep in touch. And then if you decide to buy a house down the road, maybe give us a call.
I appreciate the feedback, guys. Have a good day.
You got it.
All right,
Thanks,
great.
you too.
Thanks for the call again. I like the fact that he's getting himself educated on the process.
I like
Find out what
Before he
loans.
even starts,
Yeah,
right?
I like that he's
exactly.
calling ahead of time and not
like
mid-transaction.
after he's already put in an offer.
Let's go to some of these calls here. Hey, Ryan, you got an interesting call. Ryan calling out in Sterling Heights. What's going on, Ryan?
How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm a first-time home buyer. I've been searching for a house for about 2.5 months with my fiance. I guess my question is, I've been having a lot of issues. I put 5 or 6 bids on homes. I probably looked at close to 60 homes plus. I've had issues with putting in these bids where the sellers won't fix certain things like a roof that's already had 3 patches done on it. I've also had where people have not disclosed a structural fire. I've had issues where there's been mold throughout the house.
Why are you offering offers on houses with all these problems?
Well, the first house with the structural fire, the guy didn't disclose it. I had the inspector look at the house, and he found it, and then this guy said he was unaware of the issue, kind of lied about it. And then the second issue with the mold, it was basically concealed. The guy cleaned up the flood from the big flood almost a year ago himself. So it was through the wall, and he painted over all this stuff. But luckily the inspector found it.
Man, definitely.
See, that's why you need inspection.
Correct. Now, to me, it seems like a seller's market right now because these
Absolutely.
houses that I'm looking at, whether they're on the day, it was less than 24 hours, maybe 2 days tops that they've been on the market. I'm looking in Troy, Sterling Heights, and like North Warren area to buy a house.
Dude, it's 100% a seller's market.
Absolutely.
If you're looking at houses for 150 grand and you're going in at 130,000, they're not going to look at those offers.
Yeah, what is your price range? What is the price range you're going in at?
I'm going at for 200,000.
Okay.
Now, are you going in low with your offers, or are you going in at asking price or over?
I'm going right at what they're asking, and then some of them I've bid a little bit more.
Okay.
Just because of the closing costs.
Right.
So I had one seller tell me they didn't even want me to use my lender, and I believe that I've asked a few of my other friends that have bought homes recently in this new, I guess, up-and-coming economy.
Right.
And they've never even heard of such a thing of a seller saying, I don't want to use your lender.
You can't. It's against law for them to say that. They cannot take your offer, but they can't dictate. They can't say, we're going to take your offer, but you have to use X company.
Correct.
It's against the law, 100% against the law.
But they cannot take your offer.
Even if the realtor tells them don't use that lender?
Screw the realtor. What does the realtor have to do with you getting a mortgage?
Right.
Well, exactly, and that was my point. And my realtor was basically happy and content. He said, well, I don't think you have to, if you want to use a different lender, go ahead. And I said, I shouldn't have to. This is who the people I chose to.
Right.
go
I mean, he should have told you, no, you're going to use your realtor, and he should have talked to the other realtor, I guess, and tried to negotiate it to where, I mean, they look at your offer regardless of who you use because you're already approved.
You're getting some rough advice, partner. I'm going to call you after the show, and we'll continue the conversation.
Maybe change the vibe for him. Definitely. Right. It's a good call, man. We're going to hook you up. We'll give you some great information.
Okay,
thanks, dude.
Thanks, guys.
You got it, man. See you, buddy.
I mean, I feel for Ryan because I've had some clients going through this too. It's very frustrating when you're out there looking at all these homes, you're making offers, and then you finally get a couple accepted, and whatever. In a couple cases, he didn't disclose the seller's disclosure. They lied. There's bad things wrong with the house.
I probably would have walked away anyways, just because there was so many issues, and the seller didn't disclose anything. Because there's things that inspectors may not find originally that you may reveal down the road. So with that,
some people took the insurance money of the great flood of last year and fixed up the property.
Absolutely.
Some people put the money in their pocket and left the house a disaster zone.
But I also feel
you gotta
like
be careful.
he needs someone really going to bat for him. I don't feel like it's being negotiated well because some of the things seem like kind of petty.
Same vibe. Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely. You need someone to go at something.
Like a go-getter.
For you. Yeah.
Look, we've been on the air for 15 years. Let's just say we're really good at our job, but there's maybe some people better. There are some bad agents out there, some bad mortgage people. I mean, maybe we're not the greatest, as great as we think we are, but there's definitely some people out there that maybe just don't have that extra little push or that extra incentive, whatever. There's just something missing.
Right.
There's a reason why the top 10% get the job done.
There's more that goes into buying a house than just writing an offer on a piece of paper. Like your agent needs to present it in. I mean, I would think in person. And there has to be a good
rapport between the agents. There's got to be a lot going on.
You can't just fax over an offer.
You got personalities to deal with.
You have to and you have to gauge that other agent's personality and kind of work with them.
100%, I agree.
I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. Like you said, it's not just, hey, here you go, take it.
Maybe we have time for another call here. Let's go with Jerry, I guess, out in Farmington. Good morning, Jerry. You're live on the ticket.
Yeah, good morning, people. Thanks for taking my call.
Good morning.
No problem. What's up?
I'm another guy who's got a house out in California that I'm trying to sell. I live here, and it's not moving out there. And I know the market may be different than here in Michigan, but is it possible if I could try to sell for what I owe on the mortgage, just to, and you hear all about these different companies out there that say, hey, we'll buy your house. Are they top-notch companies that legitimately would buy the house for what you owe on it? Or?
Well, not necessarily. No. They're looking to steal it. They're money makers.
I see. Yeah, I was a little.
There's no one giving away anything. Right.
Yeah. I mean, I got it on the market for like $249, and I'm willing to come. Well, I only owed like $210 on it now, but I'm willing
pretty close.
Right, because you got to factor in the commission. And,
6% commission, title insurance, and some real estate cost.
If there's transfer tax in California.
There's something out there. They have a fee out there.
They have to, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I just got to sit tight, man, and
maybe
sell.
think about a rental.
California's rocking and rolling, man. It'll
Right.
sell. Just hang tight.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Is it possible I can get an agent from this state to sell it, or is that not?
No, you don't want that, man. You don't want that. Jerry, we're going to follow up with you. Thanks for the call.
Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you.
Outstanding. Hey,
Thank you,
folks,
guys.
that was the quickest hour again. Alex, definitely a great show.
Thanks,
Thank you
buddy.
for coming in, and always great to see you. Nicole, you're awesome as always. Hey, if anyone out there needs some real estate help, be sure to give us a phone call. We'll set you up with some of the best professionals in our area. All right, for Harvey Free, we got Alex Nafusi. For Nicole Moscow, we'll see you next Saturday. Pat Caputo coming up with sports. Keep it here.
The preceding was a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
97.1 The Ticket.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Dr. Berkowitz from Michigan Hair Restoration is back to talk with us more about his groundbreaking hair restoration procedure. First, I have to say, wow, you have a full head of hair over there.
Yes, I had the procedure done about a year ago, and the results are great.
And you know what? No one would ever know. It looks so natural.
Yeah, the procedure my team and I are performing is amazing. There's no pluggy palm tree look. There are no stitches or staples, no linear scar, and the transplanted hair is genetically programmed to grow. You will love your hair and feel more confident.
You know, a lot of guys are concerned with getting back in the gym and losing weight, but this could really do more for their appearance than 100 trips to the gym.
It really can. Many clients have even called this a life-changing event. If any of your listeners have even thought about hair restoration, I would love to help them.
Guys, it's time to take the hat off. See Dr. B and really change your look. Visit drb4hair.com. That's Dr. B, the number 4 hair.com. Mention this ad and learn how to save $500.
This is a great time to visit Ray Wiggins Nursery, where the many colors of summer are in full bloom. Add beautiful color to your porch, patio, or deck. It's easy with our begonia porch pots. Normally $29.99, now just $19.99. That's over 30% off. And all hanging baskets, all varieties, are now all 25% off. And right now, save on all 1, 2, and 3 gallon size perennials, all 25% off. Plus, our entire selection of patio furniture and umbrellas are now all 25% off. And when you visit Ray Wiggins Nursery this week, be sure to walk through our huge butterfly house with hundreds of beautiful butterflies and gorgeous plants. You'll be amazed. Visit our website at wigginsnursery.com for more great savings. Remember, for the best quality, selection, value, and service, buy direct from the nursery. Ray Wiggins Nursery, since 1941. In Macomb Township, on Romeo Plank Road, we make it worth the drive.
You've been hearing now that home prices here in Southeast Michigan are on the rise, and you're probably thinking it might make sense to wait to list your property. Don't. Hi, I'm Realtor Jeff Glover. Also on the rise are inventory levels and interest rates. And when those two increase simultaneously, prices fall, taking money out of your pocket. But don't just take it from me.
Hi, I'm Katie Androff.
And I'm Andrew Androff. And, we had our house listed with another realtor, 10 months on the market.